It's Monday night, you know what time that is. We're ready now for round 11 of the UK&I Skippys Racing School Series here on iRacing Live and RaceSpot TV. We're heading to the Netherlands. Join us in a moment.
The 2016 iRacing World Championship Grand Prix Series is all about change. New teams, new drivers, new tracks, even a new logo. And oh yeah, there's a brand new car. After 5 years of competition, we say goodbye to the Williams FW31 and we say hello to the McLaren MP430. But this isn't just a brand new car, it's a whole new ballgame. And with it, we bring new excitement, new strategies, new technology. For example, energy recovery and drag reduction systems. There's a new way of thinking about racing, and for all the drivers participating, it's back to the drawing board, wiping the slate clean in the ever-consuming pursuit of perfection. One little slip-up, one wrong move on track, one poor strategy call, and it's over. That's the difference between coming up short and becoming champion, and being $10,000 richer to boot. So yeah, change is in the air, but we're going to start getting answers on the 27th of February as the 7th year of iRacing World Championship competition kicks off. And you won't miss a thing, with every single race live on iRacing Live, coverage brought to you by RaceSpot TV. So join us fortnightly from 1:30 PM GMT.
Welcome to the dunes of Zandvoort here in the Netherlands, and a track forged from the ashes of war. We're here for a different kind of battle, and that is the Week 11 of the UK&I Skippys Racing School Series. Rachel Wyford joined as always by Linus Bergstrom and Connery Maddock. We're here, qualifying is underway, in fact nearly completed here in Zandvoort. For the near conclusion of the series, we're going to run through your qualifying positions actually now, because they have completed it. So, of course, on pole, Graham Carroll in the 52.8 range, Mark Turner in second, Tom Ward in third. Not a regular runner, but he makes a good addition always. Adam Dodd in fourth, Mick Watson in fifth, Nathan Davies in P6, Clark Williams in seventh, Chris Malcolm in eighth, Ryan G. Walker in ninth, and Bill Fraser rounding out your top 10. Fraser squared becoming Fraser this week, because no more Fraser Williamson. Linus, Connery, welcome. Well, they're being very shy tonight, so, we're on the grid now. We're about to go ready racing here at Circuit Park Zandvoort, this beautiful racetrack in the dunes of the Netherlands. Very flat, the ocean's just off to the side, but hopefully no one will get soggy in this race. We're far enough away that no one will bounce into the surf. But as it stands, looking forward to a great race here tonight as always. 2 rounds remaining, of course, including this one. Battle might not be for the lead of the championship, might not be for second. He-Man Tinnitus and Stuart Hancock have that tied up, but, third place is wide open. That is between Ryan Walker, Mark Turner and Paul Thurston, so keep an eye on that one. Only one of those three could finish in the top 3 on your podium. Picking the top 3, the engines are revving. Who will get the best start here at Zandvoort? Green flag is out. We're racing here in the Skippys Racing School Series, and it's a good start by Graham Carroll at the front of your field. Second place Turner getting a poorer start there. Tom Ward making a big jump to the inside. Behind them, Adam Dodd. Good run through. But that one spot will be lost by Mark Turner early on. Not something he wanted to have happen. Of course, he is running at the moment 4th in your championship. We do. Linus, tell us about what happened.
I'm just going to look at exactly who that was who was involved in that incident. But one car slid out and straight through traffic and got hit from behind.
Chris Malcolm also off on the approach to turn 3. Single car moment there. We'll try and keep this focused for you as we move forwards. But Connery, too wide at the back of your field. Very tight racetrack here. Not a lot of room.
Yeah, it's a tight and twisty and technical track. You see Tom Ward all over the back of Graham Carroll here. Tom Ward gained the position on a restart, and he's looking for that lead straight away. These top 5 cars are actually starting to break away from the pack already, so this is the pack you want to be watching at the front here.
It certainly is, and well, as we are approaching the midpoint of the racetrack here, of course, the top 5 really has not started to break away. They completely have. They've left Nathan Davies now second back miles behind, as we have 3 wide there with Mick Watson, who's really struggled in this race so far. He's not made a few spots up at the moment, but he's in the depth of traffic here, Linus. This is intense racing, and they've cost themselves a lot of time to the top 5.
Yeah, he didn't have a very good start at all. He's fallen from 5th
Sorry,
all the way
Linus, we got
back
Tom
to 10th.
Ward through on the lead. Tom Ward's in the lead, followed by Graham Carroll.
That was in the Audi S's there for Tom Ward, so big move from him. Friction Racing car, followed by the car of the Apex Racing vehicle of Graham Carroll there. Well, 2 drivers who've been on the pro stage together, and one that's going to be exciting to see with regards to what they can do in this race. It will certainly be an interesting battle, and 2 irregular drivers. Him and tonight, 2 wide behind them, actually 2 wide in front as well. Carroll and Ward. That's Turner and Dodd. It's not Dodd, actually, it's I believe that's Nathan Davies actually through there. So we'll go NASCAR 2 wide through the banked corner there of turn 1. Although it's the wrong direction for NASCAR, but we'll forgive them that, as it will be Tom Ward leading at the front of that one. He's managed to break away. Actually, that's Graham Carroll. I'm getting mixed up because for some reason my paint schemes haven't updated. I'm seeing 2 friction cars. That's awkward.
Yeah, these front 2 are going to be battling for the lead like almost all the time here, because I know Tom Ward wants to get to the front. He got the jump on the Mark Turner, and he's going to be fighting for the lead so hard here. We've got the top 3 all nose to tail. This is going to be an exciting race, Rachel.
Certainly is. I'm going to look further back in your field towards the back end. One of your guys racing for a 3rd spot in the championships, Paul Thurston. He's right back in 20th place. Not a great start to the race for him. We'll have to see what ground he can make up during this one, but difficult to pass here, Linus. This track very, very narrow. Does not invite a lot of passing, and that's going to fall onto our climber of the race already, Fihim Antonides, who didn't qualify. He's been taking the Fihim Antonides Race Spot Challenge. He's secured his championship, so he's starting from the back every race till the end of the season. See how high he can climb. 25th on the grid, Linus. He's already in 14th. This guy is absolutely flying.
Yeah, if you're going to make up spots from the back, that's in the early laps. The further we get through this race, the harder it is going to get to pass, and this is a very tight place. But if you're quick like he, you can make gaps in quite a few corners here. But if you're racing with a big group where everyone's even, it's going to be very, very hard to pass. And also,
Absolutely.
Mick Watson has pulled it into the pits, so he is pretty much out of this race.
He is, as we're going to have a quick look at your leaders, actually. Tom Ward, Carroll, Davies and Turner. They are close, but not close enough as Adam Dodd joins the back of that group. Nathan Davies goes hard into turn 1. Nearly runs into the back of Tom Ward and goes wide. Loses ground, but not a position, Connery. That could have been disastrous.
Yeah, I think he was just a little bit too eager here. He just needs to fall in line and get some laps in, because there's still 10 laps to go, which is quite a while in terms of Skippys. So there's no need for any rash moves this early on in the race.
Certainly not. And the Banana team of Epicure Banana. That's Barry West and Paul Thurston running in 16th and 19th respectively. Powered by potassium. I'd say they could do with a few more bananas, or at least a bunch, Linus. Those cars out of regular position, we normally see them coasting around the top 10.
Yeah. He's far out of position, but we'll see what he can do. It's good to see as well. At the front, there's still battle going on for P number 1 and P number 2. Almost had a collision there by the looks of it, but Ward is really, really looking to pass Carroll. I don't know if he's going to do it though. Carroll looks like he's got this under control, but Ward is not giving up.
As always, we know it's best to save your pass for that last lap. We know you can drag race out the final corner and get that run, make the pass, Connery, to take the win, but leading some laps would definitely stamp your dominance on the race, but at the same time, there's no need to lead any lap but the last.
Well, I'm not sure if that's the case at this track, because it's one of the least draft-dependent tracks that we've visited so far, and there's a tight, twisty section in the middle, so any drafting pass you're going to have to do down the main straight into turn 1.
You certainly are. Looking back here, that's Ryan Walker, Bill Fraser, Clark Williams there racing for the bottom end of your top 10. That's 7th, 8th, 9th. Adrian Bidwell's just dropped off the back of that group, but pass here, which is Bill Fraser for 19 car on the 5 of Walker in that Apex Racing Academy car. He's going to try and make a move back on him, coming off 1, but not quite the run he needed. Definitely a move there by Clark Williams. He might have a bit of a run here. Lost a couple more drivers. We've lost, I believe, Chris Bassett, Chris Malcolm, Mick Watson also, and a number of Tim Adcock also retired so far. So still 26 cars running leaders. Looking at the back of the pack here, Jonathan Rex in that 27 car in the middle of a big group of cars here. That's himself, Barrington, Palmer, Middleton and Summers. And who says the racing's close to the front only? This is quite busy.
Yeah, we've seen this all season. There's battles going on all over the place, and this is actually quite a big group still. It'll be interesting to see how this will spread out though when we get towards the end of the race, but there is some fast guys still pretty far back in the field, so this is probably going to keep going for quite a while.
It certainly will, and we apologise for my co-host, of course, losing his cool for a moment there as we watch somebody else lose their cool. That was, I believe, Neil Middleton just getting a bit of a lock-up. In fact, it wasn't. I was completely wrong. That was the 15 car of James A. Barrington. Apparently, Dennis Broster, my co-host, doesn't like me talking about bananas. Apparently, he doesn't get enough potassium in his diet. Although we'll talk more about the Dale Jr. sandwich at another time, of course, his favourite dish. But as we'll move on, Connery, this front pack really broken up now. We were expecting a lot more from this, perhaps, but our world-class Carroll and Ward, they've pushed away. And tonight as series champion, well, he's not moved up much after that second lap. He's still in 14th.
Yeah, we've the situation as it is now. We got the top 2 of Tom Ward and Graham Carroll breaking away at the front from Davies, and Tom Ward's going to try a pass on the main straight on Graham Carroll. Is he going to get it completed before turn 1? He takes the outside line, but Carroll has the inside line. I think he's going to drop in behind here. Yep, Carroll has the corner.
He certainly does. It can be done around the outside in turn 1, of course, Linus. You can carry so much speed on the high line there with the banking that it is possible, but you've got to be very brave.
Yeah, you need to really trust your car. You need to be right on the edge, and you're going to be so close to spinning out. But if you manage to keep it around the outside and keep your speed up, then you're definitely going to have the advantage with the higher speed coming off the corner, and you're going to have a huge run.
Well, they have 1.1 seconds on third place. Nathan Davies at the moment is broken away from Mark Turner and Adam Dodd in 4th and 5th. So podium seems to be locked up at the moment as we have a move by Tom Ward on the inside.
You got someone off at the back of the pack.
Just a moment, Linus. We've got Tom Ward here. Big moment. We'll keep an eye on that one in just a second's time. Paul Thurston having an issue, but nothing really happening there. We wanted more to happen, but it didn't. We'll have to go back and see what happened to Paul Thurston. He is running again, so no major issues for him, Connery.
Yeah, Tom Woods like all over the back of Carroll, like right under his gearbox. He's going to try and attempt the pass again down on the inside. It's very slight left-hander, but there's going to be a very sharp right-hander going down. Yeah, and he's got the position. Tom Woods is into fist.
I believe we just showed Simon Maltby's incident, or we were about to show it, so we'll find out what happened. He's in the pit road, he's had damage, but the incident we saw with driver, I believe that was Barry West, actually, and Paul Thurston. I don't mean to rub it in, but those two are teammates, and Barry West seemed to have spun out his teammate Paul Thurston, so that's going to be awkward for them. I'm sure they'll be pleased I mentioned this one in the broadcast, but these things do happen occasionally in racing. Up at the front, it's Ward and Carroll still. Ward, though, leading now. Made that pass complete during the lap. He will lead a lap here at Zandvoort from 3rd on the grid, Linus. Looking further back, though, we've been keeping an eye on that fight in the bottom of your top 10. Getting exciting now. Bill Fraser, Ryan G. Walker, Clark Williams, Adrian Bidwell. They're all under a blanket.
Yeah, they've been battling, well, the front 2 at least have been battling it out for quite a few laps now. The other 2 are just sitting there watching it, but there is always someone locking up going into the first corner, so there might be an incident pretty soon if they don't come down in this group.
Carroll through on the lead on Tom Ward. They're still side by side, but Tom Ward will have the inside line. Let's see if he can make it round. He doesn't clear him, not so far. Oh, is he going to push out to the track? No, he stays well behaved. Here's where he made the pass last time, and he takes the inside. Oh, these guys, they're just staying too wide around most of this lap right now.
Carroll carried a lot of speed around the outside. They're trying to hold that position. From Ward giving him room, but oh no, that's a good sign of clean racing, Linus. He saw there Ward came in to close the door. He thought he was clear, then realised he wouldn't be and left the door open for the driver of Graham Carroll. Oh, take note, Lewis Hamilton. Take note, Nico Rosberg.
Yeah, well, in open wheel cars, you don't really want to close the door if you're not clear, because a contact here can break suspension and everything. Obviously, it can also spin you out and ruin your race. So, sensible decision by him to stay out when he knew there was a car on the inside.
Certainly was. Connery, what's going on with this battle with Walker, Fraser, Williams, and Bidwell?
Not a lot at the moment. They're just sitting single file, but it looks like Fraser is going to get a run on Walker again, coming onto the main straightaway.
We'll have to see if we have a pass here for this group in the bottom of the top 10. Well, this top 10 group really split up there, of course. We do have, with the fighting at the front of your field, we've got, I believe, from... That is, your leaders actually, they've been caught by Nathan Davies, Mark Turner and Adam Dodd. That group is closing up. But Walker, Fraser, Williams and Bidwell, Connery, they've really not many passes yet, apart from, of course, just now, Bill Fraser into turn 1. But this group fighting a bit much, not really looking like they could catch the leaders and make this a big pack, but got their own fight going on.
Yeah, this should be exciting come the end of the race. I know it's not for a high position like a podium place, but these guys will be scrapping for every point they can get. We've got Bill Fraser currently leading this pack, followed by Ryan G. Walker, and yeah, this is going to be pretty exciting.
It certainly is. We'll have to keep an eye on what's happening with these guys during the race, of course. Looking at your lead group, though, it's getting tight again. Oh, Carroll and Ward have been stuck together like glue for most of this one so far. Nathan Davies there, well, he's looking for that momentary mistake. Will one of those two drivers close the door too soon? Will someone go full Lewis Hamilton? We don't know. But he's in striking position to take advantage should anything go wrong. Well, behind him, Mark Turner and Adam Dodd, they're fighting for their own positions, but not really. They've been dropped somewhat, Linus. Walker, Fraser, Williams and Bidwell, though, those four cars, they are glued together in a train. Almost a trolley train or a DRS train if we had DRS, of course. In the Skippys, DRS consists of knocking your wing off.
Yeah, they're staying pretty well behaved here through the infield bit or through the twisted bits. It's only down the straight where the second car gets the run on the lead car and makes the pass like we saw last week at Nürburgring. Only this time they only make one pass down each straight, but that's pretty much the only passing we're seeing in this group at the moment. They're trying to go as fast as possible to catch the front five, but unless there's a crash, I don't think they're going to get higher up than P6 in this group.
Certainly not. It's entirely possible, but unlikely at this stage. But it's really exciting watching these guys run so close together. Some of our regular competitors in this series, all great performers, of course, and I always love watching these guys racing. But further back, Freeman tonight as well, he's cracked the top 10 from 25th. He's climbed 15 positions. 6 seconds back from Adrian Bidwell, Connery. Not looking like he could potentially catch these guys in his 13-lap race, of course, but every possibility of something happening, but what a charge.
Yeah, Fahim is incredibly quick in this Skip Barber car. He has clean air in front of him now, so he can put in some incredibly quick laps here. We know what he can do. He's won this championship already, so I wouldn't put it past him to be able to get back up to that pack.
Absolutely, the Venom Energy Drink machine is doing a great job as always.
This is Imola. Once part of the Formula One World Championship calendar, this historical track, named after Enzo and Dino Ferrari, hails from north-central Italy and has been subject to numerous revisions since it was founded in 1953. From 1953 to 1972, the track went uninterrupted from Ravazza all the way to the infamous Tamburello Corner, notorious for its bumpy surface and having a dangerously small amount of room between the track and the concrete wall, as the Santerno River runs directly behind it. From 1972 to 1974, 2 chicanes were added in an effort to slow drivers down: the Variante Bassa, lower chicane, and Variante Alta, higher chicane, situated at the top of the hill leading down to Ravazza, creating the hardest braking point on the track. In 1980, Imola made its debut in the Formula One Grand Prix. after organizers were engaged in a dispute with Monza. In 1981, Imola remained in the F1 circuit as the San Marino Grand Prix. The circuit was subject to constant safety concerns even after adding numerous chicanes. Tamburello Corner was especially dangerous, where a car crashed into the wall in 1987 and another in 1989. The tragic weekend of the trap was added outside the corner. Villeneuve Corner was also made a fourth-gear sweeper with a gravel trap. In an attempt to retain some of the quickness and character of the old circuit, the chicane at Acqua Minerale was eliminated. Variante Bassa was also eventually removed to make way for a more modernized, longer pit lane. After 2006, Imola was dropped from the Formula One World Championship due to lack of funds. Whether Imola will once again be a part of the Formula One World Championship is unknown. Today, Imola is home to the annual 4 Hours of Imola, part of the European Le Mans series. It remains a popular bike racing circuit and has implemented minor changes over the years to be used solely for motorbike events. Imola is an important track in motor racing history. It's a track that yearns to be back in the spotlight.
Out in second yet again. Door being left open by Carroll, he's giving him respectful racing room. Great honest fighting here at the front lane, as these two being incredibly sporting.
Yeah, if Carroll had closed the door there, I think it would have been contact, so he did exactly what he should have done there. Leave him one lane and nothing more, and he managed to hold the lead that time. But again, Davies is getting closer, so as soon as these two get side by side for a couple of corners, Davies is going to be there, and one move could put him in the lead. As Ward looks to the inside, but Carroll closes the door, and once again Davies is right up there. Is he going to make a move going into the next one?
We don't know, but we do know we have lap traffic getting well out of the way back there. That's, I believe, Barry West, who's down in bottom end of your field. This trio of cars so close together here. We're running down towards 2 laps to go now at the end of this one. And it's all in the air, all to play for at this stage of the race. We have no idea who's going to win, of course. Could it be one of these three? Could they make a mistake? They're so close together. There we saw Ward hooked underneath the rear wing of Carroll, trying to get every ounce of momentum he can. Big, wide entry into the Audi S's. Can he hang it around the outside? He can't do just that. Every second, Davies getting a little bit closer. Graham Carroll will hang on to the lead for just now. Expect, of course, the front straight not to be the best place to pass, but of course, Carroll running down to the pit wall every single lap to try and stop Ward getting the inside line for turn 1. Walker is off. We've lost Ryan Walker. We'll have to find out what happened for him. He ran off the track, we believe.
Here goes Ward again on Carroll in the same place he tried last lap. Let's see if he can make it stick this time. I think he has a little bit more of an advantage this time. He takes the outside, tries to carry all the speed round, locks up a little bit, but Carroll holding that inside line, and not this time, Tom Ward.
No, Tom Ward not got it this time. Oh, that was oh so close there, running through turn 2 and 3 here. Could have been a major moment, but these drivers hold it together, of course, as we expect. Antonides moved up to P9, by the way, with Ryan Walker's moment and off track. That car's still running, but he's lost a couple of spots. Well, looks like Antonides won't be making... Oh, he could actually catch Adrian Bidwell here, Clark Williams. Antonides right in the mix of this one. These guys have dropped off massively in the last few laps, Linus.
Yeah, I think it's actually for him who's gained a lot of speed here, because these guys have stopped fighting. They're just going one by one now, and he actually made it up to P number 8 there in turn number 1, so he's going for a top 6 here in a couple of laps. I think he's going to make it.
That would have been an impressive run through the field. Nearly 19 positions gained, potentially for Fima Antonides, but here we are, running through the midfield of the circuit. And that is still Graham Carroll, Tom Ward in second, Nathan Davies in third, Mark Turner is in fourth, Adam Dobbin fifth, Bill Fraser P6, Clark Williams, Adrian Bidwell, Fima Antonides and Ryan Walker, your top 10. This race certainly one of sporting behaviour, Connery. Everyone being very respectful. We've had no real big incidents on the racetrack. Everything's been super clean here, of course, in the sand dunes. But, well, it's 1 lap to go now. Will this last?
I think it will. Tom Ward's been hooked under that gearbox of Graham Carroll for all of this race, but him being able to get past just yet, I think it's going to take a desperate move, maybe a desperate lunge, and Nathan Davis is hoping that goes all wrong because he's in a great position in third here if these two go off. Tom Ward tries again down the home straight. Oh, they get a little bit of contact. I don't think they're going to get away with it. But Tom Ward drifts it around the outside of turn 1, holds it together, but this gives the advantage to Nathan Davies, who slips in behind right now, but scary moment for Tom Ward there, Rachel.
Very scary moment for Tom Ward. That's 09 car there. All sorts of sideways on the racetrack as Graham Carroll will hold that lead. Ward not been as confident on the outside line leaders in turn 1, just can't carry the speed in he needs.
No, Carroll's got a very, very good car there around the inside, and he's nailing that corner perfectly, so Ward can't get around him. He's going to have to make a dive or a lunge here at the inside in one of the tighter corners coming towards the end of this lap, but I don't think he's going to be able to make this pass very clean. He's going to have to do something desperate if he's going to get the win.
He certainly is, and speaking of moves made for him tonight, is up to P8. He's past Adrian Bidewell, closing in now on Williams and Fraser. We'll see what happens there, but looking towards the front of your field, we'll hopefully keep an eye on that battle as well. It is still Graham Carroll leading Tom Ward and Nathan Davies there, all to be played for at this point. Mark Turner spun his car. He's lost some speed, we believe. Not lost a position, no he has. Definitely lost a spot there. Adam Dodd through. What will happen here at the front?
Keep an eye.
Could well be if he can get it done. But Tom Ward is still in second. It's Friction Racing versus Apex Racing here, coming through towards the latter half of the lap. Carroll, Ward and Davies. 3 cars have been the class of the field today. Tom Ward sideways there through the corner as he is trying to find every ounce of speed he can. This is it, one more corner to go. Who will it be? Will it be Graham Carroll? Will it be Tom Ward? The draft is big, but it's not. It's going to be big enough. It will be Graham Carroll winning at Circuit Park Zandvoort. Tom Ward in second. Nathan Davies bounces home third. But looking back, did Fahim have to do enough for this race? He did not. Antonides will come home in 8th place, or 7th place, I apologise. A respectable finish there from the series champion-elect, as Bill Fraser and Clark Williams will finish ahead of him in P5 and 6. Mark Turner limps home after that spin in P8. Bidewell in 9th. And what's going on, Connery?
James A. Barrington just got turned by Barry West a little bit there. Barry West took the inside line, tried to go across the curves, but just tagged the back of him, the back of James Barrington.
Well, for a car sponsored by Bananas, that was quite a fishy move by a guy named after a tuna brand. So we'll stop there with the food analogies, but James Barrington there definitely losing out in that last lap moment, and Barry West, well, he will limp that car home for a P21 finish. Brave move for the bottom end of the pack, but well, we'll take it, of course. It was a honest mistake from what we saw there of the replay, but nothing he could have done, we think. As it stands, great racing, guys, of course. We're going to go to a quick commercial break. Hopefully get a chat to some of the drivers from tonight, so stay with us. We'll be back in just a moment's time. Welcome back to UK&I Monday Night Skip Barber Racing School Series here on iRacing Live and RaceSpot TV. It's been a great one here. It's been an exciting one, but with a fairly static finish, I think we could possibly say, or predictable finish, we're not sure, but a great race nevertheless with 11 rounds of 12 completed. And well, we're going to go to your final race results and then get a chance to chat to some of your drivers. Graham Carroll comes home with a win today in one of his few starts this season. Tom Ward the same, he'll come home in second. Nathan Davies, series regular, will take the final step on your podium. Maximum points there for a regular. Adam Dodd will finish fourth after the last lap incident for Mark Turner. Bill Fraser comes home in fifth, rounding out your top five. Clark Williams, Fahim Antonides comes from the back of the grid. He will finish seventh. Mark Turner, Adrian Beidel, and Brandon O'Brien be the rest of your top 10. Rest of those positions up on your screen right now. Well, we're going to get a chance to chat to the man who made the most passes all race long. Fahim, incredible race from you. You took the Fahim Antonides challenge. You didn't qualify. You started at the back and 25th to 7th. And people say you can't race.
Do they? Oh,
I don't know, maybe they do.
Yeah, well, you know, some made it easy. Others, some were obviously rooting for me to do it. Others weren't, and that's okay. That's all, you know, what racing is about. And but I tell you what, it was quite hairy and enjoyable as well. It was good fun. Did you watch it all, or obviously you had to cover the front as well, didn't you?
No, we watched none of the race whatsoever. I was actually on Facebook for the entire duration. We did keep an eye on you throughout the race, of course. Great to see what you can do passing through the field, of course. And tricky racing wasn't all that easy, of course, but as your championship is wrapped up, it's a little something fun to finish off the season and make it interesting, of course.
Yeah, I was in two minds. I know I said that I wouldn't qualify for this race and start at the back, but then I saw some past masters like Graham Carroll in there, and I thought, you know, it would be nice to qualify against him to see where I would pitch against somebody like that. But then, initially I thought, let's do that, and then what I'll do is I'll pull over, let everybody go through, and then start from the back. But then I didn't want to confuse the commentary team. I thought I'll just start from the back. But there was a lot of good guys up front. You had Graham Carroll, you had Adam Dodd, you had Tom Ward, one or two other guys who I can't remember just now. But it was never going to be a win with with those guys racing tonight.
Well, regardless, it was an excellent race from yourself and top 7 finish from so far back on the grid. Definitely an applaudable result. Thanks for joining us, Fahim.
Thanks a lot, guys. See you next week.
See you next week. Finally, we're going to have a chance to chat to Ryan G. Walker. Ryan came home today in the 11th position. Ryan, you were in the top 10 for most of the race today. Just tell us what went wrong at the end there.
I was having a good race with Bill Fraser, and I think it was in the last sector in one of the high speed corners, or slow speed corners, I should say. He slowed down, and I basically carried a little bit more corner speed than him, and he went wide a little bit. And I was on the racing line and kind of up the inside, and just basically ended up tapping his right rear wheel with my left rear wheel, and it gave me steering damage. And then from then on, it was just a case of getting to the finish, and managed to finish in P11 and score some points. So yeah, it helps a little bit in the top 3 challenge in the championship.
It certainly does. We'll have to see what the results are like after this round, of course, but you are holding the 3rd spot at the moment, although Mark Turner would have probably taken it off you after this round. He finished 3 positions above you in 8th. There's still 1 round left to go. Really a close fight between you two, possibly 2 points between you. Do you think you can secure the top 3rd spot in this last round?
It'll be a hard job, but I think I'm looking forward to the battling with Mark at the last round of the series to try and get 3rd place in the championship. But whoever gets 3rd place in the championship at the end deserves it. But yeah, we'll see how it goes. But it'll be a tough job, as I mentioned.
It certainly will. Well, thanks for joining us, Ryan, and hopefully we'll see you next week.
Thank you.
I know Paul told me not to interview him this week, but you know what? We're going to have a quick chat to Paul Thurston, who is here from Team Epicure Banana. Not enough potassium in your cars this week, we think, Paul?
A bit too much in Barry's, I think, rather than that. I didn't. All the luck I had at Mid Ohio was paid back in full with interest tonight, I think.
It certainly was. Of course, you were one of the few cars that avoided all the shenanigans at the Mid Ohio race. In fact, your derp dar was on full ping. Unfortunately, tonight, your teammate was the stealth bomber that took your race in a direction you didn't want it to go, but you did recover that car for a fairly respectable result in the end. You came home, of course, in P16, which was 27th. Not bad.
Well, to be honest, I mean, when Barry just made a mistake coming in. He it's not a problem. That sort of thing happens. The problem came early on in qualifying. I mean, I was fairly quick. I mean, in practice, I think I was 5th or 6th with a tow. But quali, I came out of the pits, solo quali. I got black flag. I tried to go. I thought, okay, I'll go in at the end of the lap, serve the black flag, and I'll still have one good lap left. But you can't serve black flags in qualifying, it would appear, so you have to come out the car. So I ended up basically with no qualifying laps, so I was stuck at the back. I was a bit annoyed because I'm pretty sure I would have started top 10, which means I would have been starting from there. I could have finished 15th.
Well, certainly not the result you would have wanted, but it's still a reasonable result, of course, heading into the final round next week. Twin Ring Motegi. Track you like?
It's a funny one, actually. I mean, I like it when I do well there, and I don't when I don't. This is actually one of the better layouts. I remember I've raced this one 3 or 4 seasons ago in this league, and I really enjoyed it. The longer one, I don't like so much. I don't like that silly little final chicane, and then the first corner. But the rest of it it's a very interesting little track. There's some really good, almost flat out corners where you just sort of you're building up to it.
Certainly are. Well, thanks for joining us tonight, Paul, and best of luck next week at Twin Ring Motegi East.
Cheers, Rachel. I'll be back then as well.
Well, Linus, Connor, any final thoughts before we close out tonight's broadcast?
Yeah, I've got to say. Oh, sorry, Linus, but I've got to say, if Racespot TV gave out Driver of the Day awards, that would have definitely gone to Graham Carroll. What a mature, experienced drive that he did that he raced out there with tons of pressure from Tom Ward. His mirrors was full of him for pretty much all of that race, and he still came home with a win. So massive props to Graham Carroll.
Certainly a very respectable race from him, and a lot of racing room given between your top two. Perhaps a masterclass in how much room to give your competitor, Linus.
No, he was very respectful, and even though, like you said, there isn't much room to give anyone here, he gave Ward the room that he needed to give him, and he didn't make it take any stupid risks to try and block the lead. He knew he had the pace that he needed to have, and he just did what he had to do to get the win.
He certainly did. Well, we're going to wrap up this round here today at, of course, Zandvoort in the Netherlands. Join us next week, same time, same place, for the UK&I Skip Barber Racing School Series. But one special difference. Linus Broström will be joining me here at the Racespot TV studio for the final round. That's how much he cares. He's flying over from Sweden. So join us next week. That is 9 o'clock British Summer Time, 8 o'clock GMT. You can catch all the action for the season finale. Who will get that third place finish? Will it be Ryan Walker? Will it be Mark Turner? Well, you have to tune in to find out. I'm Rachel Whiteford. I've been joined by Linus Broström and Connery Maddock. Catch you all next week.